My name is Brianna Lizotte, and I am a Métis fiddle player. My family comes from northern Alberta, some notable places from up north, Fort Vermilion, Paddle Prairie, High Level, and then some into northern BC as well. And they're like really scattered all across northern Alberta. I like to say I meet a new cousin every time I go up there. My family's just so big, but yeah, that's where my family comes from. I had always been around the fiddle. It was everywhere, all the time. We would have family from up north come down to visit my grandparents once a year, and there'd be like fiddles, spoons, and like jiggers, guitar players, singers, everyone would come around, and little did I know that was like a Métis thing, Métis kitchen party, and I just knew it as like my family thing. But it was like a huge part of who I was, and I loved the sound of the fiddle, and I just decided to keep that family tradition going when a lot of the Métis, or when a lot of the musicians passed away in my family. So I decided to keep that family legacy going. I actually got the fiddle that I play on a lot today is from a friend of mine who in Edmonton who sells fiddles, and it actually used to belong to Winston Watney, who is a Métis fiddle player from Saskatchewan.
Nice.
Yeah, and I've had it since I was 15. Fun fact, it was made in 1824, so in 2 years it'll be 200 years old, my fiddle. So it's pretty old. It's seen some days.
Yeah.
So. It was like a slow kind of build up. It wasn't like a boom overnight kind of thing. It was like a natural transition in my life to like, this is something I want to do all the time. Like music is something I've always been interested in. I was like always in the band programs or doing different music shows across town. But when I really wanted to start taking it seriously I was like 16 years old, and I was like, you know what? Because I was out that age, like high school, where they're like, you got to start thinking about your career as an adult person. And I was like, yes. Music was something I was always interested in, and I was teaching lessons at that time already at 16, and I was like, you know what, I could make this sustainable by teaching lessons, but like building up to being a performing musician. When you're looking at Métis culture, it is so musically involved. Like everything boils down back to music. Like everything we do, no matter what meetings we have or events we hold, the thing that brings us all together as a community is music and that Métis sound of the fiddle and like just people laughing, telling stories. And it's like, the cool thing about Métis fiddle is these are not classically trained like professional musicians. It could be just like your family member who just pulled up a fiddle one day and was just kind of messing around on it, and it's like, it's danceable, so it's enjoyable to listen to because you're all social and having a lot of fun. And it's not like it's this big, you need to sound this certain way, you need to have this certain tone to your fiddle. It's like, no, you just play when you feel like it, and you play when the occasion is right. And that is what I think is what makes Métis music so different from everything else.
I never heard River Bridge for quite a while now.
And then you are now in the program at Grant MacEwan.
I am.
So you're studying different styles of music. How's that?
It was Honestly, it's such a challenge the first couple years for sure, because I had only ever listened to like folk, country, and that's all I ever played. But when I went to McEwen, it was like jazz, swing, bebop, and I'm like, what is that? I have no idea what that even means. So I had heard of jazz, but because I didn't have that ear for it, I was like, it's just, I don't understand what's going on. Improv is weird, I hate it. So first year of McEwen was like a mental challenge. I think learning different styles has really helped me, has really shaped me into the musician I have become today. So. It's nice to know that if I keep going and that I stay consistent with being true to myself and building up my music, that eventually I can make a name for myself.